Guess who's clean? Guess who's showered? Guess who's got clean socks on, clean underwear on, and clean body to actually have clean clothes on? This guy. Not that guy right here. He's invisible, but this guy right here. And it's all thanks to everybody who supported. I want to thank everybody who's donated. I got Cash App donations. I got a total of 4 donations. That's including somebody who decided to become a member. Shout out to you, very first member. So if anybody wants to be a member, don't leave that guy there by himself. Jump on in there. So out of 1,000, that video, out of 1,000 views, it was 1,034 as of right now. Only 4 people, and I'm thankful for each person who did it. But out of 1,000 people, 4 people decided to donate. So I think the math is every 1,000 people who might see me, 0.04% chance that they will be generous or be able to give something. So that's just a statistic. So this is going to be a homeless update, and I'm going to talk about quite a few things. There's going to be some stuff at the end of the video, so if you think you're just going to watch a little bit and turn off, then you're going to miss probably a big announcement, just saying. So, all right. I was able to get my blood pressure medication. I've been taking it for a couple days, which is absolutely wonderful. I have gotten a lot of the feeling back in my foot, so that's a great sign. There still is a little bit of, feels a little bit funny, but I think it's going to be just fine. Just going to take a little bit of time. Things are coming back. My blood pressure is doing amazing. As far as I can tell, it's working very well. I do want to address a couple of comments too why I did this update. I've deleted a few comments and people said that I was a scammer. Okay, I got over 300 videos on here documenting my journey. Nothing to scam. Also, to think that I would purposely not do well for the generosity of others. Like I said, most of my videos don't get 1,000 views. I do have a few that have, but for the most part, I don't get those kind of views. So that tells me the worse that I'm doing, or the worse that the worse that I'm doing, or the worse the title, more people are interested in seeing that, or the algorithm is very happy with me because I hadn't posted for a while and maybe it caught up and found a demographic of people that are interested in me. I got a whole lot of new subscribers. I want to thank the new subscribers from that video. More than that video doing that, on my analytics side, I saw a lot of you guys were checking my older videos out, and then you got a story of it, and then you decided to subscribe, and I appreciate that. You know what I mean? That's really cool. You liked the last video, you wanted to learn more, you were interested, and then you checked out other videos, and you saw everything, right? Comments that just say alien is a scam, they get blocked and hidden. If you said something that you weren't sure about something, so that's another comment too. I got somebody saying, hey, I think it's a little bit suspect that you say you need blood pressure pills, something along those lines. Well, I've been talking about that since the very first video I ever did nearly a year ago, okay? I've never asked for donations for blood pressure pills before. I've never faked anything. I even told you what can I take. I take lisinopril, take 10 milligrams of lisinopril, and some people might say, well, 10 milligrams, that doesn't seem like a whole lot. I've always talked in my videos that I'm a super responder to stuff. Like an extra strength Tylenol will knock me on my butt and put me to sleep. When I've had dental work and I've had people use Novocaine, they might say, hey, this Novocaine is only going to last 2 or 3 hours. I've had it last over 24 hours, right? I've always said that this is why I don't drink or do any drugs or anything like that. I'm somebody, my body and my head or whatever, I super respond to all that kind of stuff. Like an Excedrin feels like the hardest narcotic I've ever taken in my life type of thing. It will put me, I won't take them. I've talked about it before. I take my blood pressure pills, and I take antacids for my stomach when it's not feeling so well, and things like that. And then I'll take always my blood pressure pill, extra strength Tylenol if I have a headache, which is every once in a while. I'm talking about maybe once every 2 or 3 months, something like that. And then antacid, which are just stomach pills, which are over the counter. You know what I mean? So is the Tylenol. To think that I would do something like that, maybe you'll do some research. And I've even talked about how I found out how I had blood pressure problems to begin with, and everything else. And I have dozens of ways of proving it. You were the only person that's ever said that. So hopefully you decided to check some of my videos out, and then you decided to rock with me and subscribe. If anybody thinks that I'm scamming, and if anybody thinks that I'm a liar, I mean, don't let the door hit you in the ass. I'm just gonna be flat out frank. I have more than enough evidence for that stuff. I have where I've talked to my friend Angel on the phone. I have online videos, not online videos, well, it's online video, but I've had days in the life, my very first one, where I go to her house and I talk about, you know, what happened when I was sleeping at the truck stop, about this gold car. I got a thing, I don't like anybody driving gold cars near me now because I've had some incidences, but this is an update. I just, you know, I'm blabbering on a little bit. You know, I need that watch time. Not really, I'm just doing this to, you know, for you guys to get to know me and you know, talking over you know, like what's inside my mind. So I feel way better. I have gas money. I have money to take my vehicle to CarMax. I don't know if you can tell or not, but that is very bad weather behind me and in front of me and on the side. It's not currently raining now, but it's been raining off and on all day. Yesterday it rained like a son of a gun. You know, it poured down and everything else. So selling my car to CarMax when the tent that I have and my sleeping bag, and it's you know, it's in the 60s right now. I can handle the temperature 60s, or at least I think I can, because just how bad the winter was, me living in my car with -10 and -16 and -17, and like a lot of the temperatures just being under 10 was extremely gnarly and very, very difficult to deal with, even living in my car, running it and running the heater the whole time. It's very difficult to combat those elements. You know, a car doesn't, just because you say a car is a shelter, and it is, you know, like it'll keep you out the elements, it doesn't have insulation in here. You know, the moment that you stop running your heat is the moment it starts getting cold, especially in those extreme temperatures of how cold it was. Same thing about it being hot. Anything over 80 degrees outside is you know, makes me sweat. So I've been able to do some errands, some private things that I need to do to get myself all my ducks in a row. I do have gas, so I don't have to worry about where I'm going to, you know, like getting caught. I can move my vehicle, especially if I get a knock in the middle of the night. You know, if I was staying at Walmart and staying, you know, stealthing a little bit, I can go to rest areas. I can go to truck stops again. You know, things like that. I now have the means, and I now have the money, thanks to the donations that I got, to go ahead and take my car to CarMax. It's still early enough in the day. I may do it, and if I do, I will record the whole process. I just need to make sure that, you know, like I'm gonna be out on, like, without my car, I'm homeless on the streets. So if anybody wants to donate to me, my Cash App is AlienAscend. Don't call me a scammer, because I'm not one. And I'll leave it in the description. That's if you want to bless me. If anybody wants to talk to me and chop it up, my email I'll put in the description as well. It's AlienArmyContact@gmail.com. Hey, I got a couple of emails. Well, one, I think it was definitely at least one person who donated to me. Your email ended up in my spam folder, but I did respond, and I was trying to chop it up with you. You haven't responded back, so I hope you got my email. Everybody else that emailed me, I did respond. If anybody hasn't responded to me, that's on them. If you think that I didn't respond, send me another email, and I'll make sure it goes through. But on my end, it shows me that I've responded to everybody who's emailed, and it was only about 4 or 5 people, which is that's a blessing. You know what I mean? So I may record me going to CarMax. It might even be at the end of this video, so that's why I'm telling you to stay on your toes and watch the video all the way through. Let's see, other stuff going on that I can think of update wise. No, I'm going to be on the streets when I sell my car. So I guess I'll talk about some of my updates and my future plans. I will be on the streets. I will have roughly around $6,000 deposited into my bank, because that's what CarMax is going to go ahead and give me for my vehicle, unless they change their mind today. I'll have to get a new appraisal, and it should be similar to what they told me before, which I should be getting around $6,000, probably a little bit less than $6,000. I'll go ahead and I will put that in my bank. My bank, from my understanding, could take 3 to 5 business days before that check will clear in my bank. So for at least 3 to 5 days, I will be on the streets. I will record it. I may even go live. And beg for money for people to help me go get a hotel. And there's a hotel that I'm going to be in the area of that I stayed in before, and it's 7 days for $250. It's one of those ones that you get a discount by staying there longer, which is really cool. It's a clean place. It's an upscale neighborhood. There's some spots around there that I definitely could be homeless around and stay on the streets and like be in a wooded area. that I already know, that I've already scouted out. That's one of the part of my this update. I'm not just going to go ahead, okay, now that I've deposited my money into the bank and I got to wait for it to clear, where am I going to go? I'm using this bad weather to drive around and look on, not just drive around, but drive around and then remember in my head, and then use Google Maps, turning it on the satellite, looking around the area, like, okay, that dumpster actually has looks like that behind that dumpster looks like there's some woods right there, or it looks like there's a space between that dumpster and a brick wall. I could sneak right there. Nobody would catch me in the middle of the night, things like that. But I think I found a cool couple places. I'll definitely show you guys. I may even go live while I'm doing that stuff, so make sure that you hit the notification button so that you actually get alert when I go live. I know that when I've gone live in the past, not everybody has gotten a notification, and I want to talk to you guys in real time as well, so that would be really cool. So the 3 to 5 days of me being on the street until that clears, I'm going to be on the street unless somebody gives me enough money for me to go ahead and go get into a hotel. If nobody does it, then I'm out there, right? So be it. When my check does go through, my game plan is to take half of it. So $3,000 is going to go to the side, and that is going to be to buying a new beater car or a truck. I would like to get a Ford Ranger or a Ford Ranger, and then I'm gonna have one of my subscribers it's more than just a subscriber, it's like a brother, rocking with me heavy on here and everything like that. He'll help me find a good deal, and if I have any mechanic questions, I can reach out to him and stuff like that. But I'm thinking about getting a truck. I'm thinking about using the truck. Once I get the truck, I have to buy a vehicle out of state, so I should probably take a step back. The $3,000 that I will put aside will be for a beater. Okay. I am selling this vehicle because I have over 2 years of property tax that is owed on this vehicle, and it's close to $2,000, right? Out of that $2,000, it's for me to register my vehicle right now. I do need a new windshield. That'd be $300. Then I also need $2,000 to pay, a little bit less than $2,000 to pay for my property tax. Why is it 2 years worth of property tax? Well, when I moved to this state and I went ahead and I transferred my car to to the state and everything else, I got a 2-year tags, title, and registration. You know what I mean? I got the 2-year deal, so I didn't have to worry about it. It's been 2 years. I got 1 year for free of living out here because I had came from another state, so they grant you for 1 year, if I remember correctly. It's either they granted me for 1 year or my tags were still good from the state that I lived in before, and I'm not just gonna, if I still got good tags, I'm not gonna go ahead and be like, oh, okay, let me switch over to this over here. I think I rocked with my tags and registration for a year, maybe even 2. I could be out. I can't tell you right now off the top of my head, how long I've been out here, but it's been a few years at the very least. So put $3,000 away. I'm going to have to go to another state to buy a beater car or anything like that, because if I buy a beater, or I'm just, for the sake of this video, I'm going to call it a car. If I buy myself another vehicle after selling this vehicle, no matter how much money I spend on that vehicle, I will not be able to register that vehicle in this state without paying the property tax on this vehicle here. I will have to pay that no matter what. I think so I'll never be able to register here if I never pay for it, and it kind of sucks because I do like this place, but I just don't like it very much living homeless. It's got a lot of potential and stuff like that, but this is not the video for that. So put half that away to hope you find another vehicle. I will have to be leaving the state. Another reason of why I would be wanting to leave the state is if you've seen my videos in the winter, just how difficult it was for me to get by and everything else. Whatever vehicle I buy is not going to be as good as this vehicle. I'm just going to, if it is, then great, and that's a miracle. But I mean, this vehicle's got 80,000 miles on it, and it's a 2018 Honda Civic. I'm the very first owner and everything else. And I might actually make a special video talking all about this car and stuff like that. I know I've mentioned things before. Maybe I'll dedicate a goodbye video to this vehicle and show all the intricacies that have gone into it. You know what I mean? So I'll have to leave state. I'm going to go out west. I could go to Arizona, I could go to Nevada. I definitely, some parts of Utah I probably could go to, but I probably gonna, what'll be my west is anything past Colorado, past Utah, and it could be either north or south. Like I could go north to California, Southern California. I'm probably not gonna go to that area, but there's BLM land, you know, in Arizona. There's BLM land in Nevada. There's some in California as well. It would be difficult to get to. But when I go ahead and I move out of state, I'll probably be taking Amtrak or Metro or some kind of train. I could fly as well. I'll fly or take a train after not having a vehicle to go in that general location. Before I do all that, I'm going to need about a week or two of getting my belongings and actually using my brain on my best methods of where I could find a good vehicle for around that price, and where am I going to hunker down and be okay with at least from now till summer. So I need a place that's not going to be too bad in the winter. What I mean by that is no place is under 30 degrees. Okay, I don't want to freeze to death out there. You know, when I get down there, wherever I decide to go, and I'll be filling you guys in the whole time. So this is going to be like a whole big old process. So when I get the money, I'm going to stay in probably a hotel, that one for $250 a week. Probably stay there for at least a week. I don't want to blow all my money on paying somebody else's rent. But while I'm in there, I'm going to be, you know, I'll be getting the gear I need. You know what I mean? Like, I can't be living out on the street with just a backpack. I mean, technically, if that's all you have, then that's all you have. But I would like to set myself up for success. And what that means is there's a 75-liter backpack, pack a little bit of winter clothes and summer clothes, you know, have a little bit of money to buy a used bicycle until I'm able to buy the beater car, you know what I mean? And you also got to remember, a lot of states, you have to have your license from that state to register a vehicle. So just when I'm in that state, I can buy the vehicle, you know, I could private sell or buy from a used car dealership, you know, without a problem. But registering it, which means at that point I need to switch my license to that new state, which also means that I will need a mailbox, or, you know, I need a mailing address. That might include me showing you stuff that I do with shelters. That might mean me getting a PO box. If I get a PO box, maybe I may be able to share that with you guys, and you guys could send me stuff if you guys, you know, wanted to. It all depends. But there's a lot of content going on in the future. But I just wanted to show you some of the stuff that's going on. I guess I'm not going to end it right here. Well, I'm going to be ending it shortly, but just to let everybody know, I want to thank everybody for their donations. If I want to thank the person for joining the membership. If you have any video ideas, please let me know. I'm open to making a lot of videos, whatever you have in mind. And I ask that people to go ahead and decide to join being a membership. You know, don't let that person be the only person that rocks with me in that way. You know, you guys are more than welcome to join over there, and you can give me video ideas, and I can do it that way. If anybody knows if there's a way for me to give out memberships, that would be really cool. And what I could do then is if there's a way for me to give a few people that stuff, the people that have donated in the past, I can give you guys free memberships. You know what I mean? The people that actually participate and leave comments and leave good advice, and people that rock with me, I could throw you guys some free memberships. I don't know if I can do that on YouTube or not. If I can, that'd be cool. Let me know in the comments, and I'll make that happen. But as for right now, I'm going to end the video. I want to thank everybody for rocking with me. If you guys have any comments, questions, concerns, if you know some good areas, if you guys got some advice, if you think I should use some of that money to actually start renting a room wherever state I go to, you know, for, you know, $300 to $500. If you actually live in one of those states and you'd be willing to help me out, please let me know. And the way that you can let me know is always in the comments or by actually hitting my email. Like I said, I want to thank everybody so much.